have spent way too much time on social media looking through all these thrift flips. Every time I am blown away by the talent out there. Incredible. But today I'm so done obsessing and I'm finally taking action. Full disclosure, I have zero sewing experience. But what I do have is a sewing machine, a dream, and this shirt that I found at the thrift store. I am obsessed with this pattern. Also, the neutral tones goes with everything. So my inspo is turned it into this right here. So today we are both gonna find out if a complete beginner is able to thrift flip without any prior knowledge. So here's the plan. I'm just gonna go for it. Honestly, I have been so scared to just like ruin a shirt, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So here's the plan. Cut the shirt into two pieces so that it's the main piece and then the bottom piece. And then I'm gonna use the ruffle details at the bottom. And then I'm gonna cut some strips to make some straps and see how that goes. So let's get into it. So what you're seeing here is actually the back of the shirt. I went ahead and cut it in half and I used the ruffles from the collar to add it to the bottom. Then I removed the long sleeves and used those to make the straps that will be attached to the shirt. Since I had absolutely no idea how to get started on the straps, I just watched a little tutorial on how to do it. And I basically just folded all the edges so that I can have a clean fold once I start sewing them. So here's my fold, and then it was time to start sewing. I tried to adjust my needle so it could be as close to the start as possible. I genuinely have no idea what I'm doing, but the straight line wasn't that bad to my surprise, but the edges were a little rough. So I used a safety pin to turn the edge inside out. And this is really helpful if you don't have a loop turner. The only problem was that my pin was way too small for all that fabric. So girl, I was struggling. And then I decided to just go ahead and cut it. And that helped a little bit. I was able to finally reach the pin and pull it right through, and it gave me the perfect little strap. I was happy, but not happy that I had to do like 3 more of these. So I gave myself a little break and attached the 2 fabrics together. But then look, do you see it? It is uneven and I was stressing. It looks so bad. So again, I had to go ahead and undo everything. So what I did instead, I decided to just go with the ruffled collar since it already kind of has a straight stitch. But this time I made sure to secure it with some pins. And although very time consuming, I realized that details do matter when it comes to sewing. So yeah, these are all the little pins, and then I'm gonna be sewing over that. But before I made another mistake, I went ahead and tried it on. So this is what it's looking like so far. I like the fact that you can pull the shirt so that you can wear it in many different ways. Here is what it looks like as a halter top, and then I love that it's an open back. It's gonna be perfect little shirt for the summer. But then I was like, hold on, what if I put in some straps over here and then you can tie it this way? Sort of like a bra strap situation. This way I can decide to wear it as a halter top, or I can strap it like a bra. So that's what we're going to be doing in the next clip, except that this time the straps have to be extra long so that they can go around my arms. And then as I was going to start with the other straps, this thing happened. I hate when that happens. Luckily, I have my little tool to fix it. Turns out I couldn't find the tool, so I had to pivot and use like a little screwdriver that I found in the garage. And oh my god, this had literally sewn through the metal. It was so frustrating, but you know what? We kept it going.
I'm in the ghetto. Ra-ta-ta-ta.
So I ended up doing 4 of these, and I also found a new method. Instead of using the safety pin, you can also use a straw. Tuck in the extra fabric and then use something that fits inside the straw to push the fabric in. Once everything is in, go ahead and pull it out, and it has reversed. All the rough edges are gone and you have yourself a cute little strap. Guys, these are the final results. I am not mad about how everything turned out. I think it's really cute and it's really flattering. I think it's wearable as well. Although when I was trying to put it on, it was a little bit tricky. I was trying to figure it out with the straps. The only problem I encountered was this top strap over here. I made it too small, so it was really difficult to, wrap it around my neck. But I figured that I could just tie it to the longer ones that I made, and it made this little design, which I'm not mad about. If anything, I'll just go ahead and remove them, but I think it looks good. I think it adds dimension. I also went ahead and added some darts to, give it some volume. I think the ruffles came out cute. I went ahead and fixed the unevenness that was over here, and then the back. I think the back is cute. I had to pivot so many times, trying to do this, but I'm glad I figured it out, and hopefully this motivates you to just start, because there's gonna be mistakes along the way, but that's really what makes it better. And it's actually really fun. I enjoy the process, and I can't wait to make a second thrift flip. So if you guys have any ideas, go ahead and let me know. And please like and subscribe so you can see what I thrift flip next. But yeah, let me know what you think about this shirt. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.